You turn over the next card, and it's the Tower. For a split second, everything stops. Your stomach drops, your mind starts racing, and before you've even looked at the rest of the spread, you've already decided, this can't be good. Maybe you've even caught yourself trying to soften it before you've said a single word. Or if you're reading for yourself, your thoughts immediately jump to, what's about to go wrong? The interesting thing is, at that moment, you haven't actually interpreted the card. You've reacted to it. And there's a huge difference between those two things. Today, I want to show you why that reaction happens. Because once you understand it, the Tower stops being the card everyone fears and becomes one of the most honest and useful cards in the entire deck. The first thing to understand is that your reaction isn't really about tarot. It's about how the human brain works. Our brains are naturally drawn to potential danger. Psychologists call this negativity bias. We notice threats faster than opportunities. We remember criticism longer than compliments. One bad comment can stay with us for days, while 10 kind ones disappear almost immediately. It's simply how our brains evolved. Now think about the imagery on the Tower card. A lightning strike, a building breaking apart, people falling. Even if you've never studied tarot before, your brain instantly labels that image as dangerous. You haven't stopped to think about the symbolism yet. You haven't considered the question that was asked, and you certainly haven't looked at the rest of the spread. Yet your nervous system has already decided something bad is happening. Have you ever noticed yourself doing that? That's why so many readers freeze. Not because they don't know tarot, but because they're having a completely human reaction to a dramatic image. But there's another layer to this, and I think it's one that many readers never realize. Often, we're not actually afraid of the Tower. We're afraid of being wrong, or we're afraid of being the person who has to deliver difficult news. Nobody wants to sit across from someone and feel like they're bringing fear into the reading. So instead, we either panic or we immediately start looking for a way to explain the card away. Neither response is actually reading the card. They're both reactions to our own discomfort, and that's an important distinction. So what changes with experience? Experienced readers don't stop seeing the Tower as a powerful card. They simply ask a different question. A beginner often sees the Tower and immediately thinks, what terrible thing is this predicting? An experienced reader asks, what is this card trying to reveal? That one question changes everything, because the Tower isn't simply about destruction. It's about seeing clearly. It might represent the collapse of an old belief. It could be letting go of an identity that no longer fits. Sometimes it's showing that a chapter has come to an end because it's no longer supporting your growth. Or perhaps it's finally recognizing something we've been avoiding. Sometimes it's simply a moment of truth that changes the way we see a situation. The important thing is this: the Tower isn't asking us to fear change. It's asking us to stop holding on to something that no longer serves us simply because it's familiar. That's a very different message. Does that change the way you think about the Tower? So how do you stop freezing when you see it? There are 3 things that really help. First, pause. Don't interpret the card the second you see it. Just notice your own reaction. Ask yourself, am I responding to the meaning or am I responding to the picture? That tiny pause creates space between your emotions and your interpretation. Next, look at the cards around it. The Tower never exists on its own. Its meaning changes depending on the spread. Next to the 10 of Cups, it tells a very different story than next to the 9 of Swords. Next to the Star, it has a completely different feeling than next to the Devil. Tarot is a conversation between cards, not 78 separate definitions. Finally, describe what the card is revealing, not what you're afraid it means. Instead of saying something terrible is about to happen, you might say, this card suggests that something in this situation needs to be looked at honestly. Or, this may be showing where an old way of thinking is no longer supporting you. Or, this card is highlighting where change is already asking for your attention. Notice how none of those avoid the Tower. They simply describe what it's actually doing. The Tower isn't the test. Your reaction to the Tower is. Because the moment you assume you already know what the card means, you've stopped reading. You've started projecting. The most experienced readers aren't the ones who never feel that initial reaction. They're the ones who've learned not to trust it. They pause, they look at the surrounding cards, they return to the question. Only then do they begin to interpret what the tower is actually saying. Because tarot was never meant to be read one card at a time. It's meant to be read as a conversation, where every card adds another piece to the story. And that's why the Tower isn't really the card that scares most readers. It's the card that reveals whether you're reacting to the image or reading the message. Once you learn to tell the difference, you don't just become better at reading the Tower. You become better at reading tarot. Before you go, if you've been afraid of the Tower before today, but you're going to read it differently from now on, leave a 777 in the comments. I'd genuinely love to know how many of you had that shift. If you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like. It really helps the channel and lets me know you'd like to see more lessons like this. And if you want to become a more confident tarot reader and understand the cards on a deeper level, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.